Hey guys, I'm an Australian living in Belarus, although I'm on holidays now, as you can see by the scenic view behind me, rooftop here. And look, I live in Belarus, and what I want to do is, with this channel, is to share a little bit about the culture here, because you have this massive cultural wall up where we don't connect with Belarus and Belarus doesn't connect with us. So I guess I want to spread the word a bit and integrate a little bit. And what I've noticed about Belarusians is they're really hungry for interaction with the outside world. They're fascinated by it, right? When I meet a Belarusian I don't know at all, I always get the same questions. Why are you here? What are you doing here? What do you think about us? Like, they're really curious, right? That's why I started the channel. So today what I want to do is I want to go through some of the questions and comments that I get, because I don't engage a lot. This is more like a hobby for me. Yeah, I run a business on the side, of course, and I have consultations, help people to move here and live here and whatever. But most of the content on the channel is fairly general, right? It's more like a hobby, and therefore I don't spend much time engaging in the comment section. But today I'm going to go through a couple of things. So the first question. So I made a video from Belarus to Australia. My honest thoughts back in Australia, coming from Belarus, right? Because look, people seem to want to live in an echo chamber of good, bad, evil, hero, right? Belarus, Russia, good. West, bad. West, freedom fighters. Belarus, bad. They don't want to live in this kind of world of grey. And I live in the world of grey, right? There's pros and cons on both sides. I don't really want to get emotionally attached to one side. It doesn't serve my purpose. So I was talking a little bit about differences, and I was saying how in the West that guys and girls kind of get together based on SMV, this concept of sexual market value. And that, you know, if you're a 6, basically, you're a dude and you're a 6 in Australia, you'll probably get with a chick who's a 6, right? That's kind of how it works traditionally. Unless it's online, of course. Online, well, then you're -4. If you're a 6, you'll get a fucking 2, right? That's how it works. If you're a 6 guy, you get a 2 girl. But in the real world, when you meet normally at school, university, work, you will probably get someone roughly equal, the same value, right? It's a market, supply and demand, and the price kind of clears at your SMV. So this guy just says, the fuck is SMV? In this video, what I was talking about, that's what SMV is, it's your dating value out of 10, or usually scored out of 10. And it's not just looks, it would be everything that's potentially valuable about somebody. But often people just see it as looks. Yeah. And I was just noting the difference that in Australia, again, we get together based on SMV, whereas in a place like Belarus, SMV is scored differently. Yeah. Especially if you're a guy, and look, most guys moving to Belarus, they either want a girl or they're very political, right? They're your two basic niches, right? And it's often the same guy, by the way, often has both of those going on. But what is valued in a lot of Belarus and Russia is not necessarily the same as what's valued in a man in, say, Australia, right? So looks and appearance doesn't matter as much in a place like Belarus, yeah, or Russia. It's going to be more, how can you make my life better? What can you do for me? You know, it's more of a transactional mentality. Not all the time. There's still a lot of love marriages too in Belarus and Russia, and love marriage would be more common than it would a transactional marriage or transactional relationship. But if you're chasing thotty girls, yeah, if you're a dysfunctional man and you come here and you're chasing thotty girls, thinking that having a thotty girlfriend will make your life better, you quickly will work out that they just want your money, right? Your SMV is based on your money. They have no desire for you. Girls who are thots are incredibly good at the dual mating strategy for women, right? They either want a guy with a lot of money or a guy who's really hot. There's not much in between. In fact, there's nothing in between. There's no trade-off. They want one or the other, right? The dual mating strategy is mastered. So SMV for a thought in Belarus, what she sees as sexual market value is a lot different to what the average Australian girl, as an example, yeah, will be looking for. Just putting it out there. All right, so the fuck is SMV? That's SMV. And of course, I'll throw in something extra for you guys, because what I've noticed is a lot of dating material over the years has focused on be the best version of yourself. So get a bit of muscle, clean up, dress well, have good social skills, good social connections, have a good job, have some money, blah 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 blah. And this will all kind of get you a higher quality girl. But as a bonus, what I've noticed increasingly is it actually doesn't matter that much. It doesn't matter that much because a girl and a guy just get together based on who they know, and usually it's just the friggin' neighbour, mate, or the guy who is next to the girl in class in year 11. They start dating. That's kind of how it works. This kind of idea of SMV, it doesn't really work that well on highly marriable girls. If you want to date, if you want to fucking date in the world, yeah, SMV matters a lot. But if you just want to settle down and get married, SMV won't help you much. Access will help you. Access and the comfort level and familiarity level the girl has with you is just more important than SMV. Shocking, but that's fucking how it is. All right, next question. Am I leaving Belarus for the Philippines? 4 reasons I might. Fucking hell, man, that's so cheesy. It's like AI. Sorry about that, guys. But this is how it works, YouTube. All right, mate, how about dating Belarus or the Phils? Let's compare Belarus with the Philippines. For dating, all right, so Philippines is a place where I guess men have the upper hand a little bit, I would say, as a general rule. I mean, men serve women as well here, but probably women serve men a little bit more here. Whereas in Belarus, men serve women. Belarus is quite matriarchal. So the basic premise and mindset right from the start is very different. Girls in Philippines tend to be more looks orientated, also money, but looks. Whereas Belarus, less looks orientated and more service orientated. What can you do for me? How can you make my life better? Right? So the kind of core mentalities are extremely different. It kind of depends what you want. It depends what you want. Yeah, it's complicated because Philippines, it's really easy to find a wife in the Philippines who looks pretty good, who will be a great wife and a great mother. That's pretty easy, man. As long as you know what you're doing. If you're just a pleb who shows up with a dating app, well, then you're fucked wherever you go, right? You're literally fucked. I've watched some YouTube content of foreigners in Philippines, and mate, and I look around, dude. I look around, and I see who's matching up in the Philippines, and the white guys that come to the Philippines, the young white guys, sub-40s, mate, they are stooping on a level I didn't know was possible. They're literally getting the bottom 10% of Filipino girls and going with them. That's what I'm seeing. Older guys different. Older guys are doing pretty well, actually. Older guys have got it worked out. 60-year-old will have his nice 40-year-old wife. He's doing all right. But the 25-year-old that's here, the 30-year-old that's here, the white guy, he's struggling and he's going with bottom 10% genetics. It's savage. Whereas Belarus, guys will probably tend to match up better. But I think guys will match up better in Belarus, even though it's probably harder to get a girlfriend in Belarus than it would be to the Philippines. I think in Belarus, a lot of the foreigners that go there are accustomed to dating. Yeah, they're more accustomed to dating. Whereas a lot of the foreigners that come to Philippines, just casual observations, they don't know dating. They don't know how to compete in the dating marketplace. They don't know how to look good, how to improve the offer that they're offering a girl. Yeah. So you're getting a lot more ready-made guys going to Belarus versus Philippines. That's what I've noticed. So that might be a lot to do with it. But me personally, I've obviously dabbled in both countries. I've been fortunate to meet and go through the process a lot in both countries. And yeah, the core mentality is very different. The average Filipina wants a boyfriend. The average Belarusian, if she's single, she probably doesn't. Yeah. And she's going to take some convincing. Like, the amount of simping I've seen in Belarus is savage, man. It's savage. Some of these young guys, the level of simping, is just mind-blowing. A lot don't simp as well, but a lot do, and you've got a bit of this kind of simping culture there. Whereas Philippines, you don't really have that. Guys are quite protective here, I see, but I think the guys aren't simping in Philippines as much. Talking about local guys, yeah, local guys. So yeah, I think they're quite different. They're quite different. In terms of beauty, that's what everyone cares about. And as long as you're prioritizing beauty, you're going to make your life fucking hell. But Belarus, the distribution of beauty is down the beautiful end. They groom well. They're in good shape. The average Belarusian girl's pretty bloody good. Whereas Philippines is kind of funny. There's quite a lot of beautiful girls here, but there's a hell of a lot that aren't. You know what I mean? The distribution is like a twin distribution with the fat end down here, whereas Belarusian distribution probably peaks at like 6. Whereas Philippines, you've actually got quite a lot of beautiful girls, but the majority are kind of down the other end. Just in my personal view, right? I don't know, whatever. Your views may be different. Maybe you think Filipinos are better than Belarusians or vice versa. I don't know. But that's kind of my personal view on things. So dating, look, the dabbles of dating I've done in Belarus, I mean, if you think you got what I've got, you can date a model here. There's no problems. You can date really high quality girls here. Pretty easy. But you're going to have to actually have some swagger and some charm and know how to date, right? If you can't get shit in your own country, you ain't getting shit here either, right? That's how it works. You go on a dating app and you end up with a 1. Yeah, and I've seen it. I've only been in Manila for just over a week, but I've seen it all the time. I'm taking photos, sending to my mates, right, of just mid-range, slightly below mid-range white guys, poorly groomed, with just, it's like they've looked for the ugliest girl they could find. As I say, there's plenty of cute girls in the Philippines, but these guys are obviously just taking what they can get off Tinder, right? It's fucking grim. It's grim. So it's hard to know what the average guy does, because as I say, I can just see that the average guy here, young guy, is generally not doing very well. So there you have it. Dating Belarus, Philippines. I want to hear your thoughts on this topic, man. This is a juicy topic. I don't go near the dating topic as much as you guys want me to. Right? It's too controversial. But let's talk about it now. So yeah, Belarus, Philippines. Give me your thoughts. A lot of your basic cliches and stereotypes aren't true. And I can see why, because I can see what happens here. You swipe on Tinder for half an hour and you'll lose faith in humanity. Whatever country you're in, right? But here it's, prostitute this, sugar baby this, lady boy this. Oh, fucking hell, mate. But out in the real world, it's a lot different, right? But most guys that come here as a foreigner don't have any game, essentially. Don't know how to interact, don't know how to talk to a girl, don't know if they see the girl in the cafe, they don't know how to start the conversation or make it an enjoyable one. They don't know how to flirt, they don't know how to banter, they don't know how to tease a girl and play around with them and just flirt with them. They don't know how to do it, right? So that's probably why they're in there with nothing. Whereas Belarusian girls in general are a bit more asexual. Yeah. Filipinas are fucking fertile, man. Jesus Christ. They're baby hungry, a lot of these girls. Holy shit, they're baby hungry. They're really fertile, baby hungry. Whereas, Belarusians are kind of asexual up until about 20. Once they've had a boyfriend, it changes, but pre ever having a boyfriend, they're kind of asexual in a lot of ways. And it's just kind of the culture a bit. So it's complicated, right? It's complicated. So yeah, give me your thoughts, man. Belarus, Philippines, anywhere else. Pick a place. Russia, Poland, Colombia, Brazil. Throw some thoughts at me.